Hey everybody, it's Chugga-Conroy. Welcome back to more Pokemon Emerald. In the last episode, we took down Team Aqua at the Slateport Museum and delivered the goods to Captain Stern, then headed off to the Battle Tent and participated in a short tournament. In this episode, we are going to be leaving to the north of Slateport City because there really isn't anything else for us to do here. So, starting off, what are you doing? What should I choose? Make a beeline for Mauville on Cycling Road, or do I take the low road and look for Pokemon? Well, we try to go through here, unfortunately. Sorry, but you can't walk on Cycling Road. It's too dangerous. Please come back with a bike. Oh no, someone's gonna run me over with a bike. Ugh. It's not like they can't just thud into me and, whoa, what are you doing here? Oh, Emil, imagine seeing you here. Where might maybe? Get it? Maybe? Oh, I see you two are running separately. Well, that's fine. Oh yes, I heard that your Pokédex had the match call system installed, so then it should register on Pokemon App as well. Okay. So he can rate the Pokédex anytime if we call him, like any of us care. And by the way, I love the music on this route. Keep an eye out for My May. My May. Oh me, oh my, oh May. So, what do we got here? Route 110 and Route 103 is this way. So now we're coming full circle. If we look at the map, we can see that actually. Because we are here, and Old Town is there. So we're coming full circle. Alright. We have a mandatory double battle here. I guess I'll use Teddy and Tentacle. Alright, let's do this. I would go anywhere to show off my delightful Pokemon. When cute Pokemon help each other, you won't see a more adorable sight. Okay, so I get the feeling that we're going to be seeing two very well-known Pokemon here. That's child abuse, man. Okay, I'm kidding. So, Plusle and Minun are two new Pokemon we have yet to encounter, and if you're thinking that they are rip-offs of Pikachu, they're not. They're not anywhere near as good as Pikachu. Anyway, so, Plusle and Minun. They are Pokemon that are meant to work very well together in double battles. Plusle is pretty much, well, Plusle's ability is plus, which makes it so that when it's in battle with a Pokemon with minus, it does better. They also learn moves like Helping Hand and whatnot for helping out their ally in a double battle, and why did they both use Helping Hand? That's supposed to make your allies' attack stronger, so they wanted to use a Helping Hand to make the other Helping Hand stronger. Okay, whatever. Anyway, though, Minun is different. Its ability is minus, which works well together with Pokemon with plus. So as you can see, using them together in a double battle is generally the way to go. Unfortunately, not nearly every battle in this game is a double battle. Now, having both Pokemon in your team, which are pretty much the same Pokemon more or less, is not that good of an idea, especially because not nearly every battle in this game is a double battle, but using them by themselves, they're actually not that bad. They're not like that award-winning electric type, though, but they really aren't too bad. I mean, they got good speed and decent special attack. It's not like they're terrible, but you get what I mean. There just aren't many situations to use them in double battles, though, so if you're going to want to pick one of these up, you probably want to just use one by itself. And is Slagoth gonna do nothing? Because it might, which would really suck. Okay, bye Plusle. And Tentacle grew to level 14, and I keep using their real names instead of their nicknames. What do we got now? Minun and Minun. That's a great strategy right there. Making it so they aren't even with something that work well together. Alright. So, Poison Sting, I guess. We'll put that one to sleep, and then we'll just focus on attacking the other one. I think that's kind of the best course of action here, and this is really getting annoying, though, because nothing is happening! All you're doing is using Helping Hand on each other. You're kind of missing the point of even using Helping Hand in the first place. For those of you... Jeez. And you're using Helping Hand on something that's gonna fall asleep? Alright, and... Why use Helping Hand when using a move that doesn't do damage? You're not making sense! Okay, it's poisoned. I guess that's good. As for the other Pokemon you can find on this route, there is Gulpin, a poison type. Gulpin is really weird. I guess you could kind of compare it to Tentacool a little bit, just without the water type though, but it's not quite as good at standing up to hits as Tentacool is. It's a lot more balanced though. It evolves into Swalot, which is one of my personal favorite weird-looking Pokemon. And I guess it does evolve a bit sooner than Tentacool as well, so maybe if you don't want to use Tentacool necessarily or have to worry about its early lack of moves, because this thing does learn some decent moves a lot earlier, I guess it can be for you. After that is Electrike, which is something that's really annoying to fight in the wild, though, due to its static ability, meaning that you can't attack it directly or else you risk getting paralyzed. it evolves into Magnetric pretty... Well, I guess level 26 is alright. When it evolves into Magnetric, it is pretty much a special attacker. It's fast, and it is good for special attacking, like most electric types are. It's alright, I guess. It's not really the best electric type, though, but you can definitely make it work. If you're going to use it, though, I definitely recommend having the ability Static over Lightning Rod, though. And then next is Oddish, or Oddish, as many people like to call it nowadays. Oddish is an old classic, a grass poison type. Pretty much the original overused grass poison type by trainers in Red and Blue. Evolving into Gloom, probably one of the weirdest looking Pokemon. It has two choices. You can either evolve it into Vileplume. Vileplume, as you can see, mainly specializes in special attack and special defense. How special? It's not very fast though, so much like Shiftry, it's okay normally. But if you have a Sun Summoner on your team, it is... This thing, if used right, can be brutal. And of course, double same type attack bonus is also helpful when trying to be a sweeper like that. Vileplume is not going to be the thing that outspeeds everything, but it's definitely a lot more usable in Sunshine. The other choice is Bellossom, which it loses its poison type, and its stats are distributed a bit more in favor of defense than offense. Much like Vileplume, of course, you can always activate Chlorophyll if you want to make this thing a bit more useful. Personally, I like Vileplume a bit better, but it really just comes down to, do you want two types and offense, or do you want a monotype and defense? But yeah, that pretty much does it for all the Pokemon found here on Route 10, and I can't believe this battle still isn't over. I mean, granted, I know that Tentacool doesn't really have that many good moves early on, though, but jeez. Okay, cut the rest of that battle just because it was going nowhere and I had nothing left to talk about. Okay, very nice. Cool 10 got 2 levels out of that, so it wasn't entirely wasted. Oh dear, this won't do! Have you no compassion or pity? Not for you, I don't. So, let's not head to the north. Let's just get interrupted by you being like, I have to register a 10-year-old in my phone even though I'm a full-grown woman. What are you doing? I don't have a bike, so I'll take a leisurely walk on the low road. 3 steps and 2 steps. 1, 2. That's not 3. You're being watched. Pay attention to where you see the glimmer. Ha! Grr! How'd you know I concealed myself beneath this desk? You're sharp! Because your big shiny head shined right through the desk. I am the greatest living mystery of a man in all of Hoenn. They call me the Trickmaster. Wahaha! Glad to meet you. So, here we go. Guess consider your challenge accepted, go to the scroll, and let the challenge commence. Okay, so we are going to go there, and apparently bald people have the superpower of flight. So the Trickmaster's house, and trainer battle. These are, I guess, alright places to do some battles. What you gotta do is, every single one of these puzzles has kind of its own gimmick. This one, as you can tell, obviously, is that you have to use cut to cut down a bunch of bushes, though, so it's not really much of a puzzle, it's more or less just a regular old... I guess it's a hack and slash. As close as a hack and slash as Pokemon can be, and that could have been really bad. And I'm getting to do nothing, and I'm getting paralyzed on the same turn. God, I have to say this. Teddy's been a bit of a challenge, though. I mean, I know that I got Slackoth as a challenge for myself, you know, using a Pokemon that only moves every other turn. Let's go ahead and switch to Moegami here, just because Slackoth is not going to be doing itself. We're not going to be doing Slackoth any favors by keeping it out there. But I have to say this, I definitely don't regret my decision on my Pokemon, though, because I've used all these Pokemon before, and I know that even if they aren't so great early on, they do get really good later on. But I have to say, it's kind of ironic that I thought Slackoth was going to be the challenge, though, because Lombre has actually proved to be more of a challenge, just because he doesn't learn any water moves until a lot later. I'm pretty much going to have to rely on TMs if I wanted to have water moves. And then, on top of that, it's just the grass moves that it does have just aren't that good this early on. I mean, heck, Bullet Seed is really my strongest move, and that's only if it hits 3 or more times, and that was a waste of time. But yeah, it's so weird just thinking about it like that, though, because I thought for sure that Slackoth was going to be really tough to raise, though, but Slackoth has proven its usability quite a few times, and apparently Slavinator is being the most useful Pokemon here. God. So, let's keep cutting these down. Hopefully we can be done with this rather quick. Pretty much the way that this is going to be laid out is you're going to have to do a lot of trainer battles if you want to get through these a lot of the time. I think there might be a few of these that don't, though. As for the Trickmaster house, though, there's a new puzzle here every time that you defeat a gym leader, unless I'm mistaken. So, if you keep coming back here after each gym battle, and why did I not switch Slackoth out of my first slot? You know what? Go for it. I'm feeling ballsy today. It's probably a stupid move. Let's see. Hey! I actually got to attack, but it wasn't very useful. Let's just switch out. Okay, so go out there, Moagami. I don't know why, I just like that cry. Anyway, so Skitty there is using Tail Whip. I really don't know why, like, no. I always just find it so weird that, like, in trainer battles like this, they always use Tail Whip, like, 3 times before they even actually do anything. Like, and it seems like bosses do it a lot, too. I don't really get it, though, but Meryl, you know what? Ironically, we're gonna be using Kappa here. I know I was just saying that it was kind of a challenge to use him, though, but you know what? He's gonna get some use right here because, well, stuff. The situation kind of calls for it. Let's see how this does. I know Meryl's bulky, though, so I'm not really counting on much damage, and that's not bad. I mean, heck, for 18 power, that's not really too terrible. Come on, can I single combo it? No. As soon as I ask, I no longer get what I kind of want. And why are you using Water Gun? After same type attack bonus, that's 3/8 the normal damage. God. I remember last video I was getting so many comments of people just laughing at Zubat doing 1 damage with a critical hit. Okay, let's see here. Alright, that does it. And Shroomish. Back to Combuskin, I guess. Thank God for that experience share, though. I will say this, though. I can definitely understand some people being a little skeptical about Tentacool, you know, like, or having 4 Pokemon this early in the game, though. But because this game gives you the experience share just so early, this is a game where I think the level distribution really isn't that tough to do because of that. So that's my main reason behind having a lot of Pokemon early on, though, because normally I would only have, like, 3 Pokemon at this point, not 4, though, but because they give you the experience share just so early, makes raising up a weak Pokemon just that much easier in this, and there we go. Okay, so, switch Teddy out. We found a scroll. This is your main goal here, is that you have to memorize the secret code written on the scroll. And of course, because the game designers think that we are too stupid to remember a little code, or that it'd be too annoying to type in, or that we could just cheat on a multiple choice question, or some other great game design knowledge nugget that they probably have that we are too inferior to understand. It doesn't tell us what is written on the scroll, and our character memorizes it for us. And there we get an orange mail. Woohoo! Yeah, that was so worth coming in here for. If I recall, though, there is a reward that we get for clearing this that's actually pretty good. And we have to fight yet another trainer. Wandered into this weird house by accident. Oh, no, you friggin' didn't! So, you accidentally walked into a house, accidentally walked through the wall, accidentally cut down like 5 trees, and then accidentally just stood there long enough for the trees to grow back. Yeah, makes a lot of frickin' sense. Alright, down goes your Zigzagoon. And he's gonna use another Zigzagoon. Gee, I wonder how this battle's going to play out. I don't know if I'll have to use 1 kick or 2. Oh look, I only had to use 1, just like the last battle. Okay, so that does that. I'm thinking of maybe speeding up the later ones of these, though, but because I did some speeding up in the last episode, I don't want to do, like, too many speed ups too close together. Alright, so there we go. Let's cut down that tree, and my Zigzagoon's better than yours. And we wrote it down. Trickmaster is fabulous. How does that work? You write it down on the wall, and then the door opens. How does that even work? I don't know what kind of technology. Ah! You made it to me! You're sharp. Took me all night to plant all those trees. Almost equal to my greatness in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places. Fine, you have earned this reward, and we get a rare candy. That is a really good item. It raises your level by 1. However, those effort values that I told you about that increase your stats by a little bit more, those are not taken into account during a rare candy level up. Granted, you do get compensated for it in time from just normally leveling up, though, but you don't get it right away, though. I think what I'm going to do is, when a Pokemon is 1 level away from evolving, that's when I'll use my rare candies. Kind of the same role that I did in my past LPs, just so that I, you know, keep my levels distributed, and then only when I really need a level do I use it. So we're going to go ahead and use a Cherry Berry here on Teddy. And I think now that we are done there, I'm going to go ahead and go back and heal really quick, though, because not to spoil, but we have a tough battle coming up. Alright, so see you guys in just a moment. Alright, we're back and with even more awesome music that really makes you feel like you're going on an adventure. Let's use a repel really quick, though. I believe there's quite a few hidden items in this grass here, and I don't want to skip over it, but at the same time, I also don't want to take 1,000 years through random encounters. So let's check all these empty spaces. Got a dire hit, or direct hit, that raises your critical hit ratio for the rest of the battle. Basically the same thing as using focus energy. Okay, seriously, where are the items? Look away, please. Thank you. We got a full heal there, not very bad. Not very bad. That was a weird way of structuring that. Anything else? Come on. I know there's hidden items all in this grass. Come on. Please. And what do you know? Hi, Emil, long time no see. I was searching for other Pokemon. My Pokemon grew stronger, so how about a little battle? Yep, we have to challenge May. So, here we go, rival battle number 3. This would actually be rival battle number 2 in Ruby and Sapphire. I actually forgot that the one in Rustboro City isn't there in Ruby and Sapphire. I guess it just shows that I played Emerald a lot more, and ooh, did I ever make a bad choice in my first Pokemon. I might have Peck, but I don't think that's a good enough excuse to go up against a Lombre because hers might have water moves. Or not. Hey, that was a good switch that I made there. Poison Sting, go! Wow, for being a weakness, that sure was weak. Come on. Poison. Yes! Poisoned. And, uh-oh. Swift, okay. Whoa! That's really not good if my Tentacool is struggling that much. Granted, I am a lower level, though, but still. Supersonic. I have all 7 Chaos Emeralds! And all I did was just confuse you because you probably never played a Sonic game and didn't understand what I was talking about, which is why you got confused. And unfortunately, there is no chance of Swift missing. It always hits, though, so goodbye, Tentacool. Oh, well. Let's throw Teddy out there. He could use the level. Really badly, though, because I'd really like for it to get unshackled from its ability. Alright, let's use Scratch, because we can't put you to sleep because you already have a status condition. Confused doesn't count as a status condition, which is really odd, though, hence why it can be confused and poisoned at the same time, though. However, you can't be poisoned and asleep at the same time, unfortunately, so... we aren't going to get to do anything this turn, so I'll just hope that he attacks himself. And he finally does! Very nice. That does it for Lombre. And... no, not quite. Marshtomp. That is potentially awkward. You know what? Never mind. No, it's not. We have Kappa here. As you know, Marshtomp only has one weakness, and that is grass. Hence, why Kappa is good for this. Okay. Let's use Bullet Seed. I remember that back when I used a Mudkip in my last playthrough, I hated it when people packed Bullet Seed, because that attack was not supposed to be strong, but it would just whittle me down, and there was nothing I could do about it. So, come on. Whittle her down in one combo, please. Come on. No! You kidding me? I wanted to have the pleasure of doing to you what everyone else did to me! And that was very well worded, considering that all the May fanboys that I've acknowledged in this LP already. And why are you using Water Gun? I quad resisted. You're doing 3/8 the normal damage after same type attack bonus. I am such a nerd. I visit digibutter.nerd and level 19. Okay. Trying to learn Fake Out. That is, let's see how that is. Okay. What Fake Out does is it always flinches the opponent. On the first turn, you will always make the opponent flinch. It's a normal type, though. I haven't really been using Astonish much, and I don't see myself using it much in the future. I think I'll get rid of that. I don't want to get rid of Nature Power, because that can be used for a lot of things. Okay. And she's going to use Slugma last. Okay. Unfortunately, Tentacool is not still alive, so not really much I can do there. So, let's use Teddy. Now, if I recall, there's actually a contradiction with Slugma's Pokedex entry. its Pokedex entry says that it never sleeps, because if it did, its magma body would cool and harden. However, if I recall, sleeping moves do work on it because it does not have insomnia as its ability. Slugma is kind of a weird Pokemon. As you would guess, it's quite slow. That's why it's a slug. Slugma, though, it's a fire-type Pokemon, and in all honesty, before this game was coming out, I kept thinking that it evolved into Torkoal eventually, but it does not. They're unrelated. Slugma evolves fairly late into Macargo, which... Would you stop doing that?! Macargo is, again, very slow. It's a rock and fire type, which is kind of a weird combination with a lot of weaknesses. However, I guess I kind of like the concept of it. Rock and fire together are pretty good types offensively, though, but it just kind of sucks that it has low speed, so... I guess know what you're getting yourself into with that. Odd thing is that May's Torkoal is nowhere to be found in this fight. She no longer has it for whatever reason. I don't know, maybe like the Pokemon gods got in her case for about stuff, I don't know. That's all I can really think of, though, because she wasn't supposed to have a Torkoal that early in the game. And Teddy is living around! Can you win? Uh-oh. Ooh, no! 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 Come on, Teddy. Okay. Let's switch to Mowagami. I'm just switching back and forth here because I don't want Teddy to go down, but I'd like for him to get a win, I guess. Because the thing is, Teddy does a lot of damage when he actually gets to attack. It just sucks that he only gets to attack every other turn, hence the challenge of using him. Let's double kick you. Yeah, I am kicking Magma. My feet are hot. But fetishes for... I don't know where that came from. Okay, so... we defeated May. Yikes, you're better than I expected. Emil, you've been busy training too, haven't you? I think you deserve a reward. This is from me. And we get the item finder. Really, really stupid item. This just tells you when there's hidden items nearby and you face the direction that it's in. Now... the item finder, I just don't really like that much. And how come you have a bike and I don't? Whatever. So, we have gone to the Trickmaster's house. We have taken down May in a rival battle. I say we've gotten quite a bit done for this episode, so we're going to end this off here, I guess. So next time on Pokemon Emerald, we're going to be continuing to the north. However, I'd like to off-screen the trainer battle that we skipped, as well as head to the left of the Trickmaster house and show what's there next time, alright? See you guys then.